Hello everyone, a happy new year to everyone. In this new year, let us learn something more, especially about the nuclear power that everyone is talking about. We will cover the SHANTI Bill, India's stance, the national interests. So first of all, SHANTI Bill. The SHANTI stands for Sustainable Harnessing of Atomic Energy for National Transformation of India. So SHANTI Bill is mainly important because it allows private participation, and along with that, it also caps in a tier about the civil liability for nuclear damages. That will help suppliers and operators to save themselves in case of an disaster happens. So earlier there was a problem regarding this, since earlier there was the Civil Liability for Nuclear Damages Act 2010, but still Santi Bill came into play. Why? Because India was not a nuclear self-sufficient, because India has a high reserve of thorium but not uranium, and it does need to import it from other countries. And whenever the question of import comes, and that too of such a high material, the role of US comes into play. And of course, after our nuclear tests in Pokhran, US put sanctions heavily on us. So then on, how India and US relations improved, and then we signed deals. And though we were out of the nuclear non-proliferation treaty NPT and comprehensive test ban treaty CTBT, we managed to get the International Atomic Energy Agency IAEA approval and the NSG waiver. NSG, that stands for Nuclear Suppliers Group, the countries that supplies the important material. So then the role comes into play that now, as there is private participation, and the liability for the suppliers and operators in case any disaster takes place, such as any terrorist attack or earthquake that may cause radiation leaks and harm civilians and people around the plant. So in that case, the role of this act comes into play. Why? Because since it will help them to get legal protection, and it has reduced the limit. Earlier it was a fixed limit, but now it is depending on the type and the amount design of the reactors, basically the reactors that are used in the plant and that led to the accident. So earlier the matters were discussed in civil courts, but now it will be by different nuclear tribunal and councils. So now, since there is private participation, there are certain pros and cons around it, as it will lead to greater intervention from the foreign direct investment also, and private companies of our own country as well. But that will reduce the transparency in this sector, and as it is an important sector, there must be transparency in the country like India. And then comes the role of safety about the civilians in the country. Safety is an important thing as far as nuclear radiation is concerned, because we have all seen what it can do in the Hiroshima Nagasaki bomb beam or Chernobyl incident, where there is still it is getting revived. So in a nutshell, nuclear power is the future of energy, and there must be guidance in taking a large decision regarding this. So earlier our act and laws were in line with the national interest, but now Shanti Bill is in line with the international standards, and that will help in development of the nuclear energy in India. So that's all from my side. A happy new year and a better tomorrow. Thank you.